Hello and happy December 1st. I don't know what's special about it other than it's now December. Um, but it's a nice, lovely, snowy day here in Toronto. Huge flakes falling. It's like I'm in a snow globe right now. So that's pretty nice. Um, Hopefully this doesn't get taken down. My last stream was ended early because and I didn't realize until half an hour after it ended. Uh, It was like a copyright notice, but then it got removed because I stream from called Stream Kitty, I think, and it's supposed to be copyright free, like DMCA free music that I can use safely on my stream, but it didn't. I don't know. YouTube's algorithm, I guess, detected that it was a match with something with copyrighted material, so it cut my stream, but then it matched. It realized that it matched something that was fine. So I don't know, so I don't have any strikes or anything. But that was just taken down. And then I noticed on all my other older my streams before the last one that they had like a copyright notice on them, and it said it's fine, but we noticed that like the person who owns the copyright cleared it basically. So that the only difference between my last stream and the ones before it was that I was using a jazz playlist rather than like a lo-fi playlist. But I guess no more jazz for now, just to be safe, because I had like half an hour of material that got lost. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're just gonna stick with lo-fi for now. I might do some more research into like what has a better reputation, I guess. Uh, but yeah. So today I'm gonna be working on timeruler, which is a time blocking server that I'm working on. So time blocking is a tool that I use uh, to organize what I'm doing. It's basically scheduling. You're basically scheduling your day, but rather than kind of on the fly hopping between different tasks, like, okay, I'm gonna check my emails now. Okay, I'm gonna code this. I'm gonna code like this little thing in. I'm gonna code this little feature. Oh, okay, I got a new email. I'm gonna go hop back to that. Okay, I have chores I have to do. Um, you allocate a specific amount of time for each task. I explained it a bit in my last uh, stream. I think it was at the beginning, so it should still be there. But it's I found it very useful. I get a lot more done. My time, I'm very much, I'm much more efficient with my time when I time block because there's less context switching. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's less context switching, and you can um, you're not hopping like, oh, what did I do? And then you have to like ramp up, not even just cognitively. Like sometimes you just have to ramp up and like get workspace. I guess that's still context switching, but in a different sense, it's context switching. So there's like the mental context switch where you have to kind of reload, like, okay, what was I doing? What's going on here? And then there's also getting everything back. So like getting all your relevant tabs back. Like if I'm not context, well, I use a tool. It's called One Tap, I think. It's another tool that I use to reduce context switching times. So I'll have certain chunks of tabs that I'm doing. I'm working on this thing, this project. I'm doing this right now. Then I just switch the blocks of tabs rather than like keep 50 tabs open at once. And then it's just a mess. So if you want to learn more about time blocking, I will put this in the description. It's by Todoist, and it explains pretty well, I think, what time blocking is. This is a good visual demonstration of, uh, time blocking versus not time blocking. At least for me, I think this is pretty accurate. So, you get all of the tasks done at once. Now, I think um, there's different variations of it, but the one that I use and the one that I've kind of learned is you allocate a specific amount of time. So if you cannot go over that time. I only have 3 hours to spend on this. If it goes over 3 hours, tough luck. I have to push the rest of it to tomorrow. There's things you can't do this with, but you'd be surprised how much you can do this with, because you only have so much time in the day. You know, if this is if I have other stuff that's a priority right now that I have to get done today, well, then I can't spend more than 3 hours on my first thing, right? So I'd recommend this article. Have a look through it. Pretty useful. It goes in much deeper than the way I use it. But it's useful. And I do use Todoist, so I'm probably going to, I shouldn't say probably, but I'd like to do Todoist integration into timeruler. That way you can, like, if you have recurring tasks, it'll set up and plan them on timeruler. But that's in the future. Right now I'm just focusing on the core functionality, because it's not even a public repository yet. This is something I kind of want to, hopefully it'll be a useful tool for people. So I want to make sure it's has at least like the core functionality when I make it public, and I might try and share it on different channels. But I want to get the initial project release right. Yeah. Let me just put on our copyright-free music. And let's get into it. Okay. So I actually have, there's different components of it. So timeruler is the server. And I also have timeruler, which is like obviously the command line interface to the server. So what I'm gonna have it, the setup that I'm gonna have is that timeruler can be a local server. You can just run it on your, I mean, this is pretty much any server, but you can run it on your local machine or on a remote machine. And I might even offer, if I get it that far, offer like a SaaS product, but that's like far in the future. Like way far in the future. Like I'm not even thinking about how to do that right now. But I mean, I'm thinking about it a little bit when I'm writing stuff. Say, okay, like how do I write this now so that I can update it, refactor it in the future, to better handle like a SaaS implementation integration. I don't know. So yeah, timeruler is just going to send commands through HTTP. It's going to send HTTP requests to the timeruler server. And then, sorry, I'm just going to write down. So I have like a Kanban board. Kanban? I've never actually heard it said out loud. I'm just going to add, I want to eventually add a plugin system where you can write plugins either in Go or Lua. Yeah, we'll see. But that's something that's in, you know, not coming up anytime soon. But I want to get it in there just so I don't forget about it. Okay. So yeah, so timeruler, just send requests, and you can get the schedule for the day in case you just want to look. You can get the current task that you're supposed to be working on. So the idea is I'll have it running. No, I don't have full screen capture. But so like Mac OS has like a menu bar at the top, right? And you can have like little widgets. So Docker Desktop has a little widget. 1Password has a widget. You can click it and you can look at stuff, or like you can get information, or open the desktop app, or sometimes there's little commands you can do, like if it's a single, like let's say it's like a Pomodoro timer, because I've seen that before too. You can start and stop it from the menu bar app. So what I also have, this actually isn't timeruler, this is, No, what is it? It's... No, what? Oh, TC Mac. Oh, because I used to call it time cop. A time ruler, it's like a double entendre. It kind of works better because it's a ruler that measures your time, because I'm also going to have time tracking capabilities after. But time rule, and it's like you are also using it to rule your time, right? Like a ruler. Oh yeah, whatever. Kind of makes more sense than time cop to me. Yeah. So this is in Python. It's just like a Python wrapper around Objective-C, which I believe is just Mac OS system calls, or the Mac OS API, I should say. And it's just there will be a widget in the menu bar that you can click on, and it'll show you what you're supposed to be working on right now and until when. And then when every like 30 seconds it'll send a request, or every 30 or 60 seconds, I'm not sure what I put in there, maybe even every 10 seconds. Maybe I'll make it configurable so you can decide how often you want to get what you're supposed to be working on, like get the current task. It'll query, and then once that changes, you're supposed to be working on a new task. A little notification will pop up in the right hand corner of your screen and say, hey, new task, this is what you're supposed to be working on right now. Maybe we can do warnings. We'll see. That's future functionality. Again, don't want to go too crazy at first. Don't want to get too ambitious, right? And I would like to also add Emacs integration. I've seen similar... This to-do list is getting very long. I've seen similar... they're not apps, but Tmux widgets, I guess. I don't know what you call them. Like, just how you can display the date and time. Oh, you can't even see it here. But like, you can update it so that on the status bar here, you can see like the current task. But I feel like if you've been working on a task for long enough, for like 5-10 minutes, you're gonna remember what you're working on, unless you have terrible short-term memory. But I feel like that's a whole nother thing. Okay, so we're just gonna exit that. All right, I'm just gonna look at my Kanban board that I have in Obsidian. I'm gonna implement the trcli init command and implement functions and API endpoints to update future tasks. So once these two things are done, I'll just do some additional testing and and then I'll release like a version 0.1, I think, because I want to use this for myself as well. Like this is the main reason why I made this in the first place, is I wanted a way to easily digitally time track or time block, because what I've been doing is just using like Apple Notes to write out my schedule, like my time blocks. And I hate using Google Calendar to time block. It's just a pain in the butt. Because I like using my keyboard. I like using text. I want to keep clicking around everywhere, right? That's why I use NeoVim and Tmux. Everything is just so smooth and fast. You barely have to take your hands up. I mean, ideally, once I get better at it, I don't have to take my hands off the keyboard at all. So this hopefully will let me do my time blocking all from the terminal. Like I won't have to, once I get everything set up and configured, even the configuration itself, I'll be able to do it all from the command line. That's the dream, that's the goal. And then, yeah, ideally I would have, like it would just update my Google Calendar. And then when I'm when I have breaks in my time blocks, that's when I'm available. When they're not breaks, I'm not available, right? But that's, again, another thing. That's just in the future. Maybe it can be a plugin. Maybe it can be part of the core functionality. Let me see if I already have this in my to-do list. Call this scheduling automation functionality. Then in brackets, Google Calendar. iCal. Calendar. Etc. Yeah, so let me gotta check something real quick. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we'll get into it. I think this is all, this is actually going to be all in the client, not in the server. I'll just call it the client. The client is also, so the server and the client are written in Go. The only thing that's not written in Go is the Mac app, just because it's much easier to write with that Python wrapper. It's super simple. It doesn't really provide control. It just provides, it's basically just a receiver for it's just listening. Oops. Sorry. It's listening for updates. And that's pretty much it. So the client is written in Go using Cobra, which is it's a very useful tool, very useful library for building command line applications. Like provides all the parsing of flags and commands. So that's called Cobra, I think, because like Cobra Commander. Is that from G.I. Joe? It's from G.I. Joe. And that's kind of before my time, to be honest. The timeruler, also written in Go. Because we love Go. Go's the best. Okay. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, as you can see, I've not been following test-driven development best practices. I'm just building it out, get something working, and then I've just kind of been manually testing it by making sure I get the right response from the client. But I should definitely write actual tests. Get current task, change current task, build schedule. That's it? Okay. See what's in. Started at 2:30. Yeah, this is gonna be a shorter stream. I think I'm only gonna go till like 3:30. I got a lot to do today, outside of coding. Yeah, so I gotta, you can see this is pretty rough right now. There's a lot I'm gotta change and update and like polish, I guess. I wanna let's do update. Yeah, ideally, well, oops. Yeah, that's error because we don't have it defined yet. But I always get put and post confused which one's supposed to be the like creation and which one's supposed to be the like changing of something. Right, like in SQL it's easy. It's just create and update. Way easier to remember. Because almost everything, at least out of is almost always just get or post. Which, yeah. There's another big project I want to work on that's gonna really, what's the word? It'll be a chonky API, so definitely get my reps in there. Right? Was this gonna be? One second. We don't need this right now. Actually, yeah. I think this is what we want, yeah. So add task is when there's no conflicts. 1 sec. Let me just get a text. Kind of an emergency. Okay, so we got, okay, let's focus. Yeah, so if there's no conflicts with the current schedule, so a conflict is described as like a new task conflicts with a schedule if any part of it overlaps with another task that with an existing task, I should say, that is not a break. So if it overlaps with a break, that's fine. It can just replace that chunk of the break with the new task. Otherwise, there's gonna be a conflict, which will be dealt with differently because the logic's gonna be different, right? So add task assumes that there's no conflict. If there is a conflict, then it will fail and return an error. Update time block assumes that there will be conflicts. So, sorry, it does not assume that there will be conflicts, it just doesn't assume that there won't be conflicts. So, yeah, so I'm gonna have to check to make sure that none of the tasks that are received through the request from the client, make sure that none of them start before the current time, because if it starts before the current time, we don't want to make this mutable, I guess. We don't want to make previous tasks mutable, because we're trying to, if we want to time track, we want to make sure that tasks that we've already completed can't be changed. Now, I might change that, because if someone is like, oh, I forgot to change my task, what I really did was this, and so I want my time tracking to reflect that. Sorry. We want to make sure that be updatable. I don't know yet, because I don't want someone to inadvertently update something that they've already completed, and then whatever. And they're like, what? When did I do that again? Like, I can't remember. But then they've lost it, right? But for now, we'll just continue on with the current logic. Yeah. So, we only want to update this if we already have a schedule. If not, then we'll just tell them to build it, or we don't even need to tell them. We can just say, you don't have a schedule set, and then maybe they'll have to figure out that, oh, maybe I should build one first, right? Actually, no, I don't want to do that. Let's activate Copilot next time, because we're building, we're not learning right now. We're building stuff where we already kind of know what for the most part anyway. don't know if, I don't think status not found would be appropriate. Maybe we'll just put bad request. So let's see. Yeah, so change current task. I think we just get, yeah. Okay, so let's copy this. And then we're gonna actually have an array of this, or sorry, a slice of this. Oops, should I just make this? Should probably just make this into it like a type at the top of the. That would make the most sense, right? Or stuff it in utils. No, utils isn't internal. That. I feel like the structure. I need to like change the structure. My file structure. Not optimal for a Go app. Whatever though. We have. Yeah, we'll just stuff it in. Oh, okay. Let me make this. Oh, how do I? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay. How did I do it here? Yep, and that worked. For what? Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna assume that there might be a conflict. Did I copy the wrong thing? Are you kidding me? I gotta move the spacing here. Oh no, the task model is not going to be the same. Ooh, goofball. Okay. I was watching a video, someone was complaining the other day about Go format or Go font. Like everything has to be aligned, the spacing, right? So let me see if you can see. You'll see here, everything's aligned, right? Here. Anything about that? Like, I like that. I don't care. I think it's way easier to read. I don't know. I'm sure if someone sees this, a differing opinion will explain why I'm a dumbass for that, but eh. Stop. Just do a bunch of that. Yeah, I don't think I've used this yet. Let me double check. Yeah, I think we're okay. But the only thing that was in server... Yeah, okay. 'Cause that's the only thing that would use JSON serialization. I haven't serialized it in the internal stuff. Like I haven't used the JSON encoding. Because then I can just get rid of this thing too. It can just be a slice of tasks. It doesn't have to. I don't have to define the struct here. It's an anonymous struct. Let me just double check though. Clear that. Okay, are we in server? Yep, we are. Yeah, so you know what I have to do is change the way the JSON tag. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, that's cool. Did I do it the wrong way? Yeah, there. The thing is, it could be an internal error or it could be bad request. So I'm gonna have to do conditional responses. So I'll make that a to-do. For now, we'll just do Okay. I think that's it. Oh no, okay, let's do a safeguard. I want to make sure that the brakes are updated appropriately. Just the way the logic works is, like even if there's no conflict, it should slice the appropriate brake up. Yikes. Update time. Yeah, it fixed it. Okay. That should just be part of the credit though. See if it already is. What I'm referring to is checking if the task starts or ends before the current time, right? Yeah, you know what? We won't build it into this because if I want to retroactively change, like if a user wants to retroactively change the tasks that they've done for the day, like at the end of the day, I don't want to hard code it into the internal logic. Just because kind of the reason I gave before. It's too quick for Vim. Does it? Dang it. Let's see if it quantized. So all tasks are quantized by 5-minute increments. Because like if a task is less than 5 minutes, then just do the task, you know what I mean? You don't have to really have to schedule it. Or if you do, just schedule it in, like make a block. You'll actually read it in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. No. It might not even have been in this. It might have been a different, like a video that I watched. But basically, if you have like a bunch of small little chore style tasks, then, and they're all quite quick to do, then just put them all in like a 10-15 minute increment, or 10-15 minute block, and then just do them all at the same time, rather than do something for 30 seconds, do something for 2 minutes, right? Okay, so if it What did I miss? Yeah, I don't think it quantizes them. Oh, does it do that here? Okay, I got about 5-10 minutes left, and then I'm gonna get off the stream. Yeah, it quantizes. Okay. So we don't need to quantize. I don't want to keep calling time dot now. Okay, that's it. I have time. Let's see if it's. Oops. Actually, you know what? Because I did change them. Let me just make sure. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's sausage fingers. Oh, did it? Okay, so I have like a pre-commit. Sorry, I have a pre-commit hook that runs go format and go imports just to clean everything up so I don't have to keep manually doing it. But I think it does that so those changes don't get added to the git push that I just did. Because then you'll see, yeah. Okay, whatever. I don't even think I have. I don't even have a command for it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that today then. Okay, pretty short stream. Thank you for tuning in or watching in the future. I will see you probably tomorrow. I think I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll definitely be streaming Monday. It's 50-50 for tomorrow. I have no idea about 50-50 for Sunday. Probably not actually for Sunday. But definitely Monday. So see you then. Bye-bye.